Do you ever feel caught between a few worlds and not sure what the right choice to make is? Well, this week's Parshas Kedoshim, offers us such an insight of what the central point is. What is it all for? What is the ultimate goal that we're striving for? And for me personally, when I know what the goal is, I know what the vision is, what's the bigger picture, it makes making those instantaneous moment-to-moment choices 1,000 times easier. And so what is the vision statement for us as the Jewish people? From this week's Parsha, this is the quote: "Speak to the entire congregation of Bnei Israel and say to them, you shall be holy, for I, Hashem, your God, am holy." Meaning that we actually are endowed and empowered with this ability of Kedusha, this ability to be sanctified, to rise above, to be holy, to be transcendent, to be always connected. So powerful. And Rashi really takes note of this. Like, why is this something that needs to be told to the entire congregation, meaning men, women, and children? This is a huge assembly. What do we need to be told? Be holy. And it's explained because this is actually the principle, the foundational point, the vision that all of the mitzvahs are resting upon, is this vision of us as the Jewish people being so connected in such a space of holiness. So taking this to our marriages, Shalom Bayis, peace in our home, is such a powerful and real way to bring holiness into our lives, bring holiness upon ourselves, bring holiness between us, and bring holiness to our home. And of course, we know that our home and the holiness of our home affects the entire world. And so when we're stuck in between what to choose, the main point here is keep it holy. Keep the peace, right? Because we know that peace is this space of connection, of transcendence, the way that oil is upon water, right? Oil always rises. So we have this ability to be sanctified, to be holy. And so what this looks like in a moment choice is being able to say, what's the holy decision right now? What is the Shalom Bayis decision? What is the decision that's going to allow for peace? Not just in the second, but, for the rest of the day. And it could be, am I able to make dinner right now? Or do I really need to order pizza? Right? That might be a decision. Like, what's going to allow me to stay in a place of holiness? What's going to empower me to be in a space of connection and peace and love and unity? And want to do mitzvahs from a place of joy? I'm ordering pizza, right? Like, what is that decision? And these decisions are so small, and yet they're so big. We're at an experience where I really want to get something done right now. And I realized the only way for me to do that, it felt like, was to not be holy, was to break the peace, to be rude to my husband, to demand that it get done, to try to force it, contrive it. And it was something that felt really worldly and really important and really big. And being able to say, I choose holiness. I choose to keep myself in a dignified space. I choose connection. I choose my husband over this thing that seems really important in the moment. And of course, 20 minutes later, the next day, it really didn't seem as important. And being able to, those moments, to just say, I choose my Shalom Bayis. I choose holiness. Because life will grab at us from every direction. And there's always so many agendas and so many important things to choose. And even within the world of Torah, it could feel like, well, what's the right thing to do? Am I supposed to teach that class? Am I supposed to run to do that specific mitzvah? How do we choose? And knowing that if my number one is my Shalom Bayis, if my number one is my home and my inner home and that space of peace and connection and holiness, then I'm not going to choose anything that compromises that. And we're actually being empowered to do that because, as the verse says, you shall be holy, for I, Hashem, your God, am holy. Meaning when we do this, acts, these choices, these wins, these golden moments of choosing connection, of choosing holiness, and really, it's so varied what that looks like in that moment. We're connecting to Hashem. We're connecting to this place of transcendence. And so my question to you is, what does it mean to you to really keep it holy? What does it mean to you to make your Shalom Bayis your number one? And what are some of those decisions that you feel caught in between? And what would it be like to just make it that focus of my Shalom Bayis, staying in that place of holiness and connection with my husband? That is my number one. What might that decisions look like, and what might be the positive ripples of that? Thank you so much, and wishing you an amazing Shabbos Kodesh, a Shabbos of Kedusha.